Then let me tell you something harsh. Women don't lose interest slowly. They switch off in seconds. One wrong move, one weak vibe, and whatever spark you had is dead. In this video, I'll expose 10 silent mistakes that make women instantly dry up, pull away, or ghost without warning. Miss these signs and you'll never even know why she vanished. 1. Weak energy kills attraction fast. If you want to kill a woman's desire for you faster than bad cologne, just bring weak energy into the interaction. Nothing turns a woman off more than Eamon, who doesn't know how to own the space he's in. I'm not talking about screaming, flexing, or fake alpha behavior. I'm talking about that subtle, quiet insecurity that bleeds through your tone, your eyes, and your body language. You know what women pick up on instantly? Hesitation, lack of conviction, needy vibes. When you talk like you're waiting for her approval, she's already gone in her head. Here's the hard truth most men don't get. Attraction is primal. Women crave masculine polarity. If your energy isn't leading, it's following. And following energy is not sexually exciting to a woman. She wants to feel your confidence without you having to scream it. The way you look at her, how you take your time with your words, how your body doesn't fidget like a nervous schoolboy. Those details decide whether her desire spikes or dies. When you walk into a room and act like you're hoping to be chosen, she sees weakness. But when you move like a man who knows he's the prize, she feels it in her body. This isn't arrogance, it's presence. So yes, your words matter. But your energy matters more. Weak posture, weak voice, weak intent. All of it turns women off faster than bad breath. If you wanted to lean in, your energy must say, I am here because I choose to be, not because I need Toby. 2. Clumsy or desperate touch breaks the spark. You can talk smooth all night, but if your touch is awkward, needy, or desperate, game over. Sexual energy is physical, and women read touch like a book. One bad move, and her body shuts down before her brain even realizes it. Most guys either touch too soon or too timidly. One reeks of impatience, the other of inexperience. Both scream insecurity. The best touch is confident, slow, controlled. It doesn't ask for permission with every shaky move. It creates permission with certainty. When you touch her arm like you're scared she'll vanish, she feels it. When you grab her waist like you're begging for validation, she feels it. Women want to melt into masculine energy, not babysit it. Your touch has to tell her, I know what I'm doing. There's also the killer of all sexual tension, rushing. When a man tries to escalate without sensing her rhythm, she disconnects. Attraction isn't a race, it's a slow burn. When you match her energy but lead the tempo, she lets her guard down and follows. Here's the secret love gurus understand. Women respond to touch when it feels intentional, not desperate. You don't touch her because you're starving. You touch her like a man who already knows the meal is his. That shift alone separates the unforgettable from the forgettable. 3. Overexposing desire too soon kills the mystery. This one's brutal, because it's the easiest mistake to make. Most men don't realize that showing too much desire too soon doesn't turn her on. It kills the mystery. And without mystery, there's no tension. And without tension, there's no seduction. When you throw your cards on the table right away, you're so hot I can't stop thinking about you. I'd do anything for you. You strip away the chase. She no longer wonders what's going on in your mind. She already knows, and what's known too soon stops being thrilling. Women love desire, but they love it revealed slowly, not dumped on them like a bucket of water. A man who can feel desire but contain it is infinitely more attractive than a man who broadcasts it like a loudspeaker. Control is sexy. Emotional self-restraint builds erotic tension. The more you chase, the less she feels. The more you center her, the less she respects you. Your desire should be felt in your eyes, in your pace, in the subtle way you talk, not in desperate compliments and oversharing feelings on date 1. Mystery is oxygen for sexual attraction. When you leave space for her imagination, she fills in the gaps with desire. When you reveal everything too fast, she stops wondering. And if she's not wondering, she's not craving. So hold your frame. Let her feel your intent without handing her the full script. The man she can't stop thinking about isn't the one who told her everything. He's the one who made her feel everything without saying a word. 4. Zero sexual awareness is equal to instant dry spell. Here's a brutal truth. If a man doesn't understand how a woman feels desire, it doesn't matter how handsome, rich, or smooth he thinks she is. She'll feel nothing. Sexual awareness isn't about performing like an adult film actor. It's about reading her energy. Most guys don't listen to a woman's body. They act like they're checking boxes instead of feeling the rhythm. They rush to escalate, kiss at the wrong time, touch without syncing, or talk when silence should speak. That's how attraction dies in real time. A sexually aware man pays attention to the little things. How her breathing changes, how her pupils dilate, the way she tilts her head when the energy is right. He knows when to slow down, when to pull back, when to just let the tension sit and grow. Women don't respond to sloppy hunger. They respond to precision. Sexual energy is a dance, and when you step on her toes, she's not melting into you. She's mentally checking out. Here's what turns her off the fastest. Trying to prove your masculinity through rushed moves. Masculine energy doesn't prove, it directs. If your touch has no awareness, your seduction has no pulse. A man with sexual awareness doesn't need to convince a woman to feel something. She feels it because he knows how to build the storm without forcing it. 5. Neediness in the bedroom is a desire killer. A man who acts needy in bed might as well hand her a bucket of cold water. It's over. Neediness is when your desire stops being an invitation and starts being a plea. It's when every touch, every kiss, every look is begging for reassurance. Women want a man who gives desire, not a man who demands it back. If every move you make screams, "Please like me, please want me, please validate me," you're not seducing her, you're auditioning. And nothing is less sexy than a man who looks like he's trying to earn permission to exist. Confidence in the bedroom isn't about performance. It's about ease. It's about moving like you already belong there. A man who doesn't panic if she pauses. A man who doesn't get awkward when the tempo changes. A man who enjoys, leads, and breathes in the moment. Neediness also shows up in over-complementing her body, desperately seeking verbal approval, or getting flustered if she doesn't react instantly. But here's the secret. Women remember the men who made them feel wanted, not the ones who beg to be wanted back. The moment she senses that your self-worth depends on her reaction, her desire starts slipping away, because sexual polarity thrives when a man leads from strength, no emotional hunger. This one separates the boys from the men. A woman may find you cute, nice, even attractive, but if you have no emotional edge, she won't crave you. Here's what I mean. Sexual chemistry isn't built on kindness alone. It's built on tension. If you're too soft, too predictable, too safe, you become emotionally flat. And flat energy doesn't turn women on. She wants to feel a little pull, that hint of danger. That sense that she's with a man who could lead her into something deeper, something thrilling, not unsafe, but unpredictable in the best way. A man who doesn't give everything at once. A man with a pulse that carries weight. You can be sweet, but if all you give her is softness, she'll friend-zone you. Real seduction lives in contrasts. Soft and firm, warm and dominant, kind and commanding. If you're just the nice guy, she'll smile at you, talk to you, maybe even like you, but she won't crave you. The absence of emotional edge kills desire slowly. She won't even know why she lost interest. She'll just say, "I don't feel that spark." And that spark is gone because you gave her no edge to lean into. You don't need to be a bad boy. You need to be a man with depth, emotional presence, controlled desire, a hint of mystery. That's what burns into her memory. 7. Overtalking during intimate moments kills the heat. Silence is a weapon. Most men don't get that. They think they have to fill every second with talking jokes, compliments, or cringe one-liners. What they don't realize is that overtalking destroys one of the sexiest things in the world: sexual tension. A woman doesn't want a play-by-play commentator when she's feeling something real. She wants to sink into the energy, the breath, the rhythm, the heat. But when a guy keeps yapping nervous jokes, asking, "Do you like this?" or talking himself into oblivion, he rips her out of the moment and back into her head. Desire lives in sensation, not noise. A man who can hold silence without crumbling is dangerous in the best way. His eyes do the talking. His breath speaks louder than his words. His energy leads. The men women forget are the ones who can't shut up long enough for her to feel. The ones they remember. The man who locked eyes, said little, and made the room itself feel heavy with tension. Talking has its place. A whisper at the right time can make her melt. But talking too much at the wrong time kills the mood like a fire extinguisher. When you master silence, she starts hanging on your every move. 8. Overperformance turns intimacy into a stage. This one's painfully common. A lot of men treat intimacy like a show they need to perform in. They exaggerate everything, trying too hard to prove they're incredible in bed. And nothing turns a woman off faster than realizing the guy isn't actually with her. He's just performing for his ego. When you're too focused on proving your skill, you stop. Feeling? She feels like a prop, not a partner. And the second she feels objectified instead of desired, the spark collapses. Women don't want a circus. They want connection layered with heat. They want your moves to feel effortless, natural, like you're in thinnament with her, not trying to impress a panel of judges. Here's the thing. Genuine sexual chemistry doesn't need flashy moves. It needs presence, rhythm, confidence. When a man has those, he doesn't need to act sexy. He simply is. The irony, the guys who try the hardest to look amazing usually come off the weakest, because desperation is never sexy. She doesn't remember the performance. She remembers the feeling you created, and that feeling comes from confidence, not theatrics. 9. Being too eager to please is a desire killer. This one hurts a lot of men because they think they're being romantic. They think pleasing her non-stop will make her crave them. It doesn't. It makes her feel like she's in control, and that kills polarity. Look, making her feel good is powerful. But when everything you do screams, I just want to make you happy no matter what you're really showing is a lack of self-respect. If your entire identity revolves around her pleasure, her approval, and her reaction, you become predictable and easy to dominate. Women don't fantasize about being worshipped like a goddess by a man with no backbone. They fantasize about a man who gives but on his terms, a man who leads, not one who follows every breath she takes. Being too eager to please makes